Hi, my name is Sabella Ng. I'm a lecturer at Help University, and my area of focus is mostly child development. And so today I will be answering a few questions on self-esteem and teenagers and adolescents. Um, so I think that low self-esteem often occurs in youth is because actually for a number of reasons really. First, I think that it's also because a lot of teenagers, they would have just gone through or they're going through the puberty stage. So a lot of bodily changes, physical changes would take place. And so often the research has also pointed towards a relationship between, body image and self-esteem. So generally, teenagers with low self-esteem are often the ones who are not confident with their body image. They also, often have a more negative view towards themselves, and also they often think that other people are constantly judging them in a negative light. But in addition to that, it's not just also bodily image, but also, other factors like wanting to fit in, fitting in with their peers, because it is during the adolescent stage where they will identify more with their peers instead of parents. It's a time of autonomy when they branch out and in discovering their identity. So that's why in terms of fitting in, with physical changes, in addition to also academic stress, you find that more teenagers, adolescents would suffer from low self-esteem. But of course, another reason for that would also be their childhood, especially for teenagers who have experienced adversity during their childhood, whether it's abuse or neglect, or any other forms of adversity, would also contribute to low self-esteem when they transition into the adolescent stage. So of course people around them can provide support in terms of even words of encouragement, words of affirmation. I think that's what's most important, especially coming from people that are close to them, their family, most importantly friends. As I've said before, teenagers, they look to their friends for support. And so it's also just creating awareness to the public really, that words of affirmation, words of support, encouragement, positive words can actually make a difference in someone's life. In terms of family, it is also in understanding their personality, in guiding them through life. So I think that in terms of encouragement, in terms of just being there for a teenager is what's most important to them, showing them that love can be unconditional, and just even if they're wrong, just guiding them back on the right path with more positivity. And so I think that teenagers themselves can, or rather people in general with low self-esteem, can also cope with having low self-esteem by just, well, easier said than done, but avoiding negativities. A lot of times I think we are so consumed with what other people think of us. Not saying that it's entirely wrong, because influences of the environment also makes our identity, but it is a matter of moderation. So sometimes it requires a person to take a step back, to reflect on their journey in life, to also reflect on perhaps more positive thoughts, and to just also maybe sometimes even meditate on more positive things in life. So I think that with people with low self-esteem, as long as, well, of course support from other people is important. Getting affirmation from others is important, but at the same time people with low self-esteem can also help themselves by again focusing on the positive side of things. And I think that it's also important to overcome low self-esteem, because low self-esteem you know, on the extreme can become a disorder. It can also affect a person, well, of course, psychologically, emotionally, to the extent that, you know, it would also lead to depression. So that's why I think that to have a healthy psyche, or to have a healthy mind, is to also take care of your mental health, by, you know, by having a more positive or healthier self-esteem. um, and it's not just a matter of, you know, being confident, but it's also, you know, like how we take care of our physical health. I think it's also important that we take care of our psychological health, because it can enable us to achieve our optimal, you know, purpose in life.